If you've been watching real estate listings in Chaffee County lately, you might be thinking, is this the moment I finally have the upper hand as a buyer? Well, good news. Right now, things are looking more favorable for buyers. It's definitely a buyer's market. Inventory is rising, sellers are stepping back a little bit and willing to negotiate, and prices are stabilizing. So today I'm going to walk you through how to buy smart in this evolving 2025 buyer's market. Stay tuned. We'll break down the numbers, the strategy, and a tip that you really need to know before you write your next offer. My name is Jessica Cheriton. I'm a Chaffee County real estate agent, and welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, this is where we talk about real estate, lifestyle, and what it's really like to live, buy, sell, or invest in our Colorado mountain communities, especially Salida, Buena Vista, Poncha Springs, Nathrop, and everywhere along the Highway 50 corridor. Whether you're relocating here, looking to buy locally, you already live here, or just curious about our market, my goal is to help you feel confident and stay informed every step of the way. So let's start with numbers. According to some online data, the median sales price in Chaffee County has only risen by about 3.3% year over year, which puts us at right around $742,000 in July of 2025. At the same time, homes now are taking an average of 50 days on market to sell, some even longer. That's 23 days longer than this time last year. So notably, the sales to list price ratio has also dropped to 97% of list price. Things are selling below asking price, not above it, and we're seeing more price drops. Zillow's home value index confirms this trend as well, showing only a 2.3 appreciation over the past year, with typical homes pending in more than 30 days. So yes, inventory continues to grow. There's more construction that's not moving, and people are regaining some negotiating power as buyers. This looks and acts like a buyer's market. What drives this shift? Well, throughout the pandemic, demand surged and inventory became very thin, and locals and investors alike scrambled to buy quickly. Now some of that urgency has faded and more listings are coming to market and buyers are taking long to choose. And this allows them more choice. Meanwhile, other economic pressures like higher mortgage rates, inflation concerns, a cooling appetite at the luxury end, even markets like Telluride and Vail have slowed down, and there's a lot fewer sales in the $2 million range and a lot fewer listings even of high-end homes. So where once sellers held all the power, now the balance is tilting towards buyers, and well-prepared buyers. It's definitely tilting to them. So what are some steps to take? Well, of course, always I'm going to say get pre-approved, preferably with a local lender. This isn't about you showing that you can borrow. It's about being ready to act quickly and very convincingly, because sellers love that. When inventory is slowly climbing, your offer needs to stand out. Having all of your financials lined up and knowing exactly how much house you qualify for, being able to offer and then close fast are big advantages, even though buyers do have more power. Trust me, when inventory is building but still sensitive, being ready to go can mean the difference between making an offer and actually getting an offer accepted, especially if you're offering below list price. The buyer can be convinced just by your decisiveness. So don't just chase things 20% under asking. Think about location, layout, condition, and the long-term equity potential. As more homes come on the market, sellers who price these things right, those properties are still moving. And doing discounted properties alone may not bring you real and lasting value on your purchase. Make sure the home serves your needs. Look at what upgrades might boost value, whether it matches neighborhood comparables, not just whether it's inexpensive. Your realtor can help you with all of this. Here's the paradox. In a buyer's market, you have a lot more time, which is good. You can do this research, compare listings, and strategize like you couldn't a few years ago. Buildings are selling, communities are still growing, and if you wait too long, you'll lose momentum, and sometimes you will still lose the purchase. So do the research, but don't take forever. Scope out the neighborhoods, test out what it's like to get to the schools, maybe look at it on colder, wetter, snowier days if you have that kind of time, but be ready to move firmly and securely, and buyers, that will give you power. Sellers love that. Homes staying on the market longer also means that sellers are making concessions, and this means inspection timelines, closing costs, handing over personal property like RVs or yard tools or a dog. All of that can be on the table. Don't abuse it. Still be reasonable. It can go a long way in the transaction. If you really lowball an already fair listing, sellers still aren't taking that. And a fair price, a fair offer price shows that you're serious and can also allow the seller to be more flexible with repairs and negotiations before closing. Chaffee County's real estate market is part of a unique mountain ecosystem. Wildfire risk, floodplains, short-term rental rules, all of these increase value and also make a difference on livability. So don't skip your due diligence. There are a lot of different things for each area. Salida, Buena Vista, and Poncha all have their quirks and their different rules. So you need to be smart about more than price. Consider fire mitigation, local zoning developments, what's happening next week. There's always something changing with those. If you are buying in Chaffee County in 2025, don't just ask what's my price limit, ask what's my break even and hold period, meaning build your plan around how long you expect to own this property. Rising inventory can soften the price growth and budget for that, but it can really make a difference looking at your 5 to 7 year plan. Know your holding costs, your resale leverage, and your refinance potential. So yes, 2025 is a leaner, more flexible market in Chaffee County, and buyers have options again. Homes are definitely sitting longer, and sellers aren't in complete control anymore. So if you're thinking about buying now, let's walk through your strategy, your budget, the neighborhoods you like, and what your offer might look like, and how to protect that value of what you end up buying in the long run. Thanks for watching. If this has helped, hit like, subscribe, and drop a question below. I answer them all. See you in the next one.